Okay, welcome to the show. Two guys, two things.
That's us.
Coming at you live
From
the arena where the big trucks go.
Live from downtown LA in the convention center.
Staples Center?
Sure. That's
Okay.
crypto.com center.
Oh, it's not Staples anymore?
No.
After Kobe Bryant died?
You're right.
So when they changed
They
it?
took it with them.
Oh my gosh.
They buried it in his coffin.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was gonna go with the Sphere. The Sphere
in Vegas?
In Vegas.
Yeah.
Coming
live from
I
the
got
Sphere
a
in
cousin going out to the Sphere. Check out the Eagles.
Ooh, the Eagles.
Yeah.
Be fun.
It'd be pretty cool.
My parents were thinking about it because they're like, "Ooh, they're coming." Like so far, it's been old people.
I said I'll go when hell freezes over.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. But so far, it's only just been like old people bands, right? Fish, U2.
Fish played there?
Yeah.
They could sell that out?
And then I guess
I mean, the Fish fans are loyal,
I think that's the thing.
but I can't tell you a single Fish song.
And I would not ever want to.
The only Fish song I can tell you is when they cover a Beatles album, cover song to song in concert.
Yeah. But then now Eagles. So
Has Fish ever had a hit?
no.
And define hit, I guess.
Yeah. Define hit. A hit within their own community, sure.
Well, of course. I'm just putting like on the radio.
Not a radio play hit.
I mean, PH. Get out of here.
Yeah, it's dumb. No, Fish is stupid, and I don't care. Like, you follow him for 5 years straight. And
If you like jam bands, you don't get much better than Fish.
and I guess that's the thing. I don't like jam bands.
Well, there you go.
So,
No, you like bands that get DUIs. Oh no, that's just your favorite artists.
but also it came out that it was proven that he did have one drink, and that dude who arrested him for it is a bullshit.
He's a bullshit.
Yep, he's bullshit.
He's a bullshit. We're talking, of course, about Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, so it wasn't
one of
real.
the trolls.
It wasn't real. Wasn't real.
Okay. Well, anyway, thanks for joining us on the show. Two Guys, Two Things, going live. This is the podcast where
You're
we
welcome.
take two semi-trending topics and we discuss them each for 15 minutes.
Yep.
These are things that might have been left behind.
Right, you might have
Stories,
missed these.
The big news.
Yep, might have missed them.
The fake news doesn't want you to hear.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we bring it to the people.
We bring to the people.
That's what we do.
Do you believe in conspiracy theories?
Not usually, but I love them.
Yeah,
And I
They're
try.
fun.
I try so hard to believe in them. I try so hard because I really want them to be true. And then I get into them as if I believed in them.
Yeah.
Because it's fun, but I don't ultimately.
Okay. Well, we're asking you guys to believe in us.
Oh, is that where this was going?
Like you believe in conspiracy theories.
Oh,
Yeah.
then. So you want them to want to believe in us?
Yeah, don't really. Like, you'll try hard to
Man,
believe
I really want to like these guys. I really want to like this
I'm
podcast.
trying so hard, but they make it so hard.
I really want to like this podcast, but just their faces.
Oh, well, tell me about it.
Their faces make it hard.
We got fish faces. So, what we decided to do to who gets to tell their story first
Okay.
is this year we said, hey, we're going to make a bet on something going on in the news. And whoever wins that bet gets to go and start their 15-minute story first.
Okay.
Right?
Got it.
So for this week, we're like, hey, big news, of course, the Olympics. I mean, it only happens, a couple of years, right? Every couple of years or so?
Yeah.
It's not every year, is it?
Every 5 or 10 years.
Is it 5 or 10 years?
Between 5 and 10.
Like every decade, right? There's an Olympics.
Right. Once every decade.
Like every bicentennial.
Poor athletes is like once every 10 years. You fuck up. You're like, well, all right. I'm a 20-year-old and I lost. And I got the bronze medal. I'm gonna be 30 the next time I'm competing in this shit.
No pressure.
It'd be harsh.
No pressure at all.
It'd be harsh.
But we said it. The Paris, they had this giant grand opening to start the Olympics.
Right.
So of course they're gonna have a giant finale to end the Olympics. We were thinking, okay, right?
Yes, it was like my daughter was excited because Billie Eilish was supposed to perform. Like there were some rumors,
Okay.
right? And so it was supposed to be a big deal, a big deal
So we thought, like, how's it going to end? And we know that the Olympics are going to move to Los Angeles
in 2028.
So they want some of that Hollywood.
Ooh, well,
right?
they do say that the closing ceremony is also the handing over ceremony.
Okay.
So
Right. So we said we took our bets of who we thought was going to be there to hand it over officially, and you went with.
Well, I was trying to go big. It's like the biggest star, no matter how old he is.
Yeah.
I said Tom Cruise is going to be there. and he's going to do something.
He was pictured there being there earlier. I remember seeing pictures.
He's Hollywood.
He's Hollywood.
He likes to make a big splash. Mm-hmm. He likes to kidnap wives of leaders of Scientology.
I don't remember
and hide it
of that.
Where's Kelly Miscavige?
Okay, I don't know anything about this, but okay, all right.
You should.
Okay.
Anyway, I said Tom Cruise.
You said Tom Cruise.
And that made more sense to me.
Yeah, and he came out Mission Impossible style.
He fucking flew down.
Yeah.
Big deal.
He got kissed on the lips by some...
Yeah. You see?
I don't know if she was an athlete or who she was.
I don't know who that was. But I was right.
I think it was Reagan.
I was right. It was probably Reagan. We're Reagan.
Yeah. Okay, and what? Yeah, you're right. Tom Cruise. It was Tom Cruise.
I just can't miss this year.
No, you can't miss.
Who did... I forgot. I didn't remember, but I want you to admit it to the people.
Oh, who I said?
Yeah, I said, hey, Sam, Matt, who's going to be in the closing ceremony?
You like Tom Cruise?
Yeah, Tom Cruise. Like, who do you think's going to make or do a show, be in the closing ceremony?
I feel like you're going to make me feel stupid for this. But no, I said, look, actors are big.
Right.
But there's no actor without a producer.
Yeah, yes, okay? And already from there, I was
no, who makes it happen? Who has the money? So I said, they're going to have Harvey Weinstein. He's going to hand it off.
Yeah.
He's going to jack it off and then hand it off. That's what I said.
I know that's what you said. And I was like, Matt, do not say that.
He's had Olympians come to his house.
Probably.
And they do some pole vaulting. Right? Hey.
Right.
You take that however you want to, okay?
Whatever that means.
Whatever that means.
I just, listen, all I'm saying.
Between two ferns, you tell me.
It was a bad choice.
Well.
That's all I'm saying.
I thought, in France, things are different there. Jerry Lewis was huge. Woody Allen is still welcomed, okay? So I thought Harvey Weinstein in Paris, it might be okay. You know what I mean?
You know what? Yeah, this is a bad choice.
And I hear that if you wanted to compete in the next Olympics, you got to pay.
You got to do better
at these
bets. You got to do better with these bets.
All right, well, I was wrong. You were right. Chris, you get to start your 15-minute story first, so I'll put 15 minutes on the clock.
Okay.
And let me hear it, man. What do you got for us?
All right. So we're talking Disney. And I just want to preface this with, I love Disney. I get it. It's a huge corporation.
This seems innocent. I love it so far.
Yeah. I do love Disney. And maybe I like the idea of Disney more than the corporation Disney. Maybe that's... But I'm a fan of Disney. I love going to Disneyland. Like Disney.
Just like Miramax. I'm more a fan of Miramax.
Right, in theory. Not in practice.
Right.
So I do like Disney. Yeah. D23 just happened. I like the announcements for the parks and
I don't know what that is.
And the movies.
Well, it's D23.
It's the big once every 2 years convention at Disney. They announce new movies that are coming out. They announce changes to the park, big rides.
Oh, they're changing out in Indiana Jones, or they're something, right? Something's leaving.
Well, they're adding because they have Disneyland has Indiana Jones already.
Okay.
But they're bringing Indiana Jones. I don't know if it was to Florida or to Paris.
A dinosaur thing.
To Paris. Well, that's in Florida, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I heard that.
The dinosaur ride, but they're going to make Indiana Jones.
Okay.
So D23 is the big convention, right? And this story has nothing to do with D23.
Is that a nerd convention or just the sweet?
No, I mean Disney nerd convention.
Because there is such a thing as a Disney nerd, right?
Oh yeah, and Disney adults. That's the nerd. Basically.
Okay, and how many times do you think have gone to Disneyland? Or a Disney theme park?
Yeah, I never gone to Disneyland without going to Disney California Adventures. I've never been to Florida, the Florida parks.
Okay,
but 20, 25, 20.
Wow.
I don't know.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Once.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was 8 years old. I got sick.
Yeah.
Might have been 7, and never been back. Never took my kids.
Yeah.
My kids they've missed out.
No, they can still go.
No, I think it's done. I think
they
it's
can
over.
Still go.
No, I don't think so. I think that closed.
But so have we talked about this? My brother, way more. There's a year he was a pass holder, and he went like 20 times in that year.
Wow.
Yeah, and I've never been a pass holder, and many Disney quote unquote adults have gone way more than I've gone. 20 is like pocket change. It's nothing.
That's cost a lot to go once.
Pocket change. More now. Like when I used to go more, it was a lot more doable.
Okay.
Then now it used to be once a year essentially.
Okay.
For a while. Now it's 3-4 years in between at the minimum.
Do they still have like Mickey Mouse? Is he still there?
Yep.
Okay.
Big part of Disney.
Is he a big part? I mean, I haven't gone in a while, so I'm just curious.
Yeah, he's still there. He's still there.
Okay.
He doesn't walk around the parks anymore.
Oh, no?
He's not just there. There's a whole setup where he's there and you have to wait in line to go take pictures. There's no...
Oh, he got a big head.
Well, all characters. There's no characters just walking around.
They all have big heads.
Well, you know, it's... Yeah, I know.
I mean, the costume's big.
Yes, it's true. Big joke. But in reality, it's because of asshole goers. Like, they mob them and they make a big deal out of it. Anyway.
Okay, all right, go on with this show. I'm sorry.
Anyway, nothing to do with Disneyland.
Right. Okay.
But Disney... The company, the part that I don't like, the corporation part, is fighting a wrongful death case. Okay,
and it's not Mickey.
It's not Mickey. Mickey didn't die. So Jeff Piccolo is suing Disney, claiming that that his wife had a fatal allergic reaction shortly after eating at a restaurant at Walt Disney World Resort in Florida.
Okay.
So they went to a restaurant in Walt Disney World.
Okay.
And
she saw how much it cost, and
she
went into shock.
Yeah, she died.
$20 for this drink?
Yeah, exactly. So, give me a second.
Yes.
Because I want to get to
Yeah.
So in 2019, so the suit's happening now, but in 2019 they went to Disney World and ate at a restaurant, and they explained that they're highly allergic to peanuts, and said we cannot have any.
Okay.
This is not going to be good, and the restaurant said no problem. We got you.
Yeah.
So ate the food, peanuts.
This isn't funny, but now
it's not funny.
It's not funny at all.
But
now I'm just like,
yeah.
You can't get that angry at them. And here's why at Disney, because
okay, let me explain. Yeah, explain.
Well, because Dumbo works there, isn't he? And so like,
he doesn't.
The chef comes out. Hey, Dumbo! I told you no peanuts.
I was
the
making
food.
fun of it, and you're like, and it's like,
damn it, Dumbo, you're fired.
Why couldn't you just be in the park? Why did I hire you at the restaurant?
Who's next? Another elephant. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Whatever.
Sorry, it's not funny at all.
It's not, but it's
not. It's not.
It's not.
So I just had
but Dumbo working in a restaurant. No peanuts. Oh crap. Dumbo's on staff tonight.
I work for peanuts. Okay. So they went to a restaurant.
They ate at the Railgun Road Irish Pub and Restaurant in Disney Springs.
Okay.
And they chose the restaurant after they reassured them proper safeguards and precautions from their food allergies, and it didn't turn out well. So the husband died.
Oh no!
And this is not funny. It's like a nervous laugh.
No.
It's a nervous laugh. So they said top priority for our patrons and guests, and let me get to the part. Oh god. So they went back to the hotel, and that night went to a hospital and passed away. So here's where it gets even crazy.
That's horrible.
It's horrible. They didn't take precautions, and so here's the thing though too, because I never want to blame the victim either, and it's not their fault.
Right.
But I always wonder, because it's not their fault. They have those allergies, but it's like, man, if you had that severe of allergy, like, I don't know, how much would you really trust any restaurant, really? You know what I mean? Even though they say, oh, we're going to do this, do that for you. Because I wouldn't. I would be so scared to eat at any restaurant. Right? Because if they cook it on the wrong surface, even though there's no peanuts in your food or whatever thing you're allergic to. So here's where it gets crazy, though. So Disney, so they're suing Disney, saying, hey, we told you this. Disney is trying to get this lawsuit dismissed because they said in 2019, this happened in 2023, I apologize. They said in 2019, this family signed up for Disney Plus, the streaming service.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Trying to see the connection here.
I know.
Okay.
I know. So Disney is arguing.
They got it for peanuts.
Disney arguing that in the terms and conditions of when you're signing up for Disney Plus,
all right,
it says all disputes must go to binding third-party arbitration and not to court.
For Disney Plus, the streaming service.
All Disney disputes.
Oh.
So Disney's saying in 2019, when they signed up for their free month of Disney Plus, they agreed to all disputes for Disney needs to go to arbitration and not court. And obviously, this family's taking Disney to court for wrongful death.
Well, yes, it wasn't because they died watching Disney Plus. They died while going to Disney World at a restaurant. But who's going to think...
Any arguments at Disney?
Who's going to think...
I know.
It means that. I would think it just means to the streaming service, any disputes with the streaming service.
Yes.
No.
Disney argues that the Piccolo ignores that he previously created a Disney account and agreed to arbitrate all disputes against Disney.
Okay.
It says Piccolo should have read the terms and conditions of his Disney Plus account, through which he purchased tickets to Disney World. Boom, connected.
Okay, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
On the streaming service.
Yeah, and so in November 2019, Piccolo initially created a Disney Plus account again through the website, and since he completed the registration web form, provided personal information, including his email address, and created a password before registering the account, Piccolo had to select agree to continue, and he didn't take him to arbitration. He took him to court. Should be dismissed. So how do we feel about this so far?
Well, I'm not a lawyer.
So how do we feel about this so far?
I'm not a lawyer, but...
Not good.
No, it's bullshit.
I
think it's stupid.
This is why I preface that I like Disney. But I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, they're completely separate, different things.
Yes. And even though the terms and conditions stated any dispute with Disney, the company, and this is a dispute with Disney, the company. So now Disney's lawyers are getting into the weeds with technicalities.
If you bought tickets to a concert on Ticketmaster and said, "Hey, any issues that come up on Ticketmaster, blah blah," but you go to the concert and you get beat up by someone there,
right?
Would they say, "Well, you waved away because you bought the tickets through Ticketmaster"?
Any dispute with Ticketmaster, but you're not just but then now you're suing the venue at that point, maybe not Ticketmaster. This is you're still trying to sue Disney.
I know, but it's a restaurant at Disney.
Yeah. I don't know. I agree. I agree.
Who cares where something horrible happens?
I agree. So here's the thing where it gets sad, because obviously there's no money that can bring back anybody that passes away with an accident like this.
I love that you chose a really funny story.
Listen,
this is gonna be a really uplifting podcast.
The funny part is how Disney's deciding to act.
It's so funny.
Because I know, right? It's hilarious.
Jesus.
It's crazy to me because obviously there's no money that can bring anyone back. But how much better would it go for Disney if they just went, holy shit, man, I'm sorry. This is not the way we run our restaurants. We always check this. We always check that. We never had a problem like this. I'm sorry. And what now? What do we do? Right? Because obviously Disney is a billions and billions of dollars company, and they don't want to give away $100 million.
Well, is it because they're afraid of what this might do? A precedent? Because then many people will come after
maybe it's
them.
a precedent, so you got to fight for it, and then now you can sue Disney for anything.
I mean, if you think about it, there's of all the millions of people that go, there probably could be hundreds of lawsuits a year.
Oh, and
thousands.
I'm sure there is. Not could be. I'm sure there is. I'm sure people, just like anybody who's rich, all of a sudden gets a bunch of people suing them for anything and everything. So I'm sure thousands of lawsuits a year, a month, because people will try to sue Disney for anything. And this one is kind of legitimate. Like we said, we have this problem, and they assured us, because the restaurant could have easily just said, "Oh, we can do our best with cleaning this or that, but we can't guarantee anything." They could have easily said that too, but they said nope.
At least a voucher for free meals.
Right? No, that would be funny. It's like, listen,
for life.
Fine. You didn't go through arbitration.
A life for a life.
So exactly.
You know what I mean?
You didn't go through arbitration, but listen, anytime you come to the park, free meal.
Not even a free meal. Maybe like 50%.
Yeah. And obviously the lawyer for the family is like, this is ridiculous. So they're fighting back.
They're not going to win though, are they?
They're not going to win. They're not going to win. And
good God, like who was like the worst Disney villains?
Besides the company itself.
Well, no, like who like it's probably them.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Jafar.
Just Jafar.
Hook.
Yeah, it's not good. So the first it shows a federal judge did dismiss. No. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Riveting.
Like, sorry, we're gonna in a real life we're gonna cut this part out.
Yeah, not the fake life.
Whoever's still. Oh, it just went from 3 to 1. Don't worry about it. We're gonna pause.
Well, I'll keep talking while he's looking. Disneyland, happiest place on earth. Wouldn't that go away when the athletes would win the Super Bowl? They would ask them.
They still say it.
They still do that.
They still say I'm going to. They still say I'm going to Disneyland.
It's not the same thing.
Well, they say Disney World.
Oh, Disney World.
Yeah.
I thought the last one for the Olympics. When they asked him, "Hey, you just won Olympic gold. Where are you going to go?"
Disneyland.
No, and I think they said
Knott's Berry Farm.
No, I think they said Harry Potter World.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The one in Florida.
But they said only. Actually, that was the female boxer. She said she was going to go to Harry Potter World.
Oh, right.
Yeah, she's really. There's a lawsuit going against that. That's what I thought you might talk about.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, the female boxer is trying to sue J.K. Rowling, Elon Musk.
Oh, because of the defamation
made.
and shit.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, bitch, I'm a woman.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'd be a good shirt.
Hey, bitch, I'm a woman.
Hey, bitch, I'm a woman.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, I'm so mad.
Bitch, I feel like a woman.
I apologize because I'm so mad because I had it on this phone, the one I was actually reading. Anyway, how much time we got?
I paused it.
There's more to this.
I paused it.
Oh, there's more to the story.
People are riveted. I'm sure we're going to get all those 3 back.
I know. Hold on.
Jesus. I really wish, though, that you picked a more funny story because we don't really get too heavy usually, and I feel really bad.
No.
Well, I do. I feel kind of bad because I did make some jokes there, and
well, it's okay to make jokes because we're not talking about. Yeah, no, it's okay to make jokes.
All right.
Because but as long as we punch up, right, at Disney.
Okay.
Not at the. We're not like obviously it's horrible what happened to this family. Good.
Yeah.
Obviously it's horrible what happened to this family, but like how Disney is acting. Oh, there it is. How Disney is acting is straight up bananas, and to be so petty.
It's cold
about it.
It's very cold.
Yeah, so petty about it because they, again, whether it be they don't want to set precedent. This could, a wrongful death could be hundreds of millions of dollars, and obviously a corporation doesn't want to give up that much money, which is understandable.
There's crocodiles down there too.
In Florida?
Yeah,
right?
For sure. Alligators.
Is it crocs or alligators?
I think I heard they have both.
Probably both.
So let's say alligator. So if you're at the park and an alligator eats you,
right?
You can't sue Disney for that.
You can.
That's part of the risk.
You can take him to arbitration.
Oh my god.
Third-party arbitration. You can't take him to court though. So here's what I wanted to say. So in the latest update from Disney Springs wrongful death suit, Disney cited legal language, blah blah blah, what we said. And on May 31st, the motion was filed to move the wrongful death suit to arbitration. So Disney was like, "Hey, look, we want to dismiss this, but we'll go to arbitration still."
So you're gonna get money,
right? You're
still gonna get money,
right?
So they just don't want the bad publicity.
They don't want court. I guess.
Right.
I guess like that.
Right.
A lawsuit's different than arbitration. It's not legal that way.
Okay.
I guess. I guess.
Again, I'm no lawyer.
Yeah.
Just play one on TV.
It's so crazy to get so specific with it. But okay, so I guess the question I wasn't asked is like, how many times are you reading terms and conditions? Like when you're, through any streaming service, any site you're signed up for.
Well, I mean, I did read the one my wife gave me on our wedding day.
You read it.
I read it.
You didn't just sign?
No, I read it. I read it through. I was like, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, that's Disney here.
Don't answer.
Okay. No, I read that one through because I was like, hold on 1 second here.
Right.
Hold on. Prenup.
Oh, boy. Saw those words.
Yeah, and that was me asking her. But I had no money then. I have no money now.
So it doesn't matter.
Some things don't change. But she does.
Okay.
And I wanted to get in on that.
Oh, she knew she was going to make the big bucks.
Oh, I knew it. Yeah. So I was like, I want to get on that now.
Yeah.
No, not really. I mean, the thing is, like, when you buy a house,
yeah,
There's so much.
Oh God, I remember
sign.
that. That was the thing. Is like
I don't
it
even
lasted.
know.
Me either.
And they tell you, but you're like, if you really like, you just taking them for the word.
Yeah, my real estate agent was like, she had things, highlighted.
Yeah.
This, okay, initial, okay. And this like this means this. This means this.
Yeah, basically, I'll summarize it for you. They could be completely bullshitting.
Yep.
And you're not gonna hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Because if you were to actually then say, no, hold on, let me look at that.
Yeah.
And actually, that'd be a funny little.
And even if you did, you still wouldn't understand it. By the way, because it's all legalese. You know what I mean? So. You wouldn't understand it anyway.
So no, I'd say I don't. I think what I do is it's when a mechanic is talking to me about my car.
Right.
I just like nod. I just go like,
just glassed over.
No,
me too.
I don't. I mean, I just pretend like I know what I'm like. I'm like, okay, the thing.
Oh, I didn't know that was that old.
It
was that old.
Okay, well then if you think that's.
Then you should.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm like,
yeah. And that's how it would be with like a legal document. It'd be like, oh yeah, I mean if that's what it says.
Usually you got to fix that every 4 years. It's like, oh well, it's been more than 4 years. I guess I don't know. All right, whatever you say, dude.
Yeah, so you got the Kempler pipe, going into the Velcro Vibrational jam. You know what I mean? And you got. I'm like, oh yeah.
I agree.
They can make up words.
When it comes to mechanics, they could make up a part of a car, and I would just nod and go, seems right. And it's been a while since I've changed anything out in the car, so whatever they.
We got the Detroit Piston here.
The Detroit Piston.
Okay, yeah.
You got the Sacramento King on the left. That's old.
Yeah. How's the D looking? Is the D okay?
Ooh, we gotta change that out too.
Okay. Well, if we gotta change the D, I got a Harvey Weinstein here. He's got a lube job coming. If that's gonna be all right. Anyway. Okay. So that's horrible.
It's horrible.
Is there a way to put a happy ending?
No happy ending, because Disney's still trying to get it basically kicked out, and they're hearing the case now. But
so that's I think that's what I need to understand more. Suing might lead to a precedent, maybe.
Yeah,
money's going to go out either way.
Probably,
right?
But
they owe money. To
arbitration is.
We'll settle outside of court. You can't talk about it.
Yeah, and it's just like, here's what we're going to agree to do, and then if it is, let's say it's $20 million, it should be more than that. Let's say in arbitration you can agree to it, but maybe that means files closed. It's not out in the public that way. Okay. Something like that. So that's a little sneaky thing Disney did. It's kind of fucked. And not to bring us down.
Well, that is super horrible.
I just thought it was interesting that Disney was trying to fight this, and I like you guys, Disney, but
just so you guys can remember, we are a comedy podcast.
Oh boy. Sorry.
That's okay.
It's interesting.
That's horrible. Okay. Well, then let's see. Let's see if it is. Oh, here we go. How about 5 guys raping a tiger in India? No, that was.
Oh boy.
No, that's an old callback.
What's worse?
To an old. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. My story. I'm going to go to New York.
All right.
New York City. I was there last week. I mean, in the story.
Oh.
My story.
I was like, what?
York.
No, you weren't.
No, I wasn't.
You're lying.
I am lying, but let me see here. And oh my lord, I'm just like you.
I know.
I'm just like
I was on the wrong story. I had my story pulled up there, so I had to pull up another news article that had a few more things that I was reading. This is why we come prepared. Here we go.
I am prepared, but
no, not you. I mean, me.
There we go. Thank you, dear God. 15 minutes on the clock.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I'm ready for it.
Taking to New York City. Is anyone still here with us?
Oh no, definitely not.
Good.
Yeah, good. About right.
That's how it should be. So here we go. This is about a makeshift aquarium established by 2 longtime Brooklyn residents.
Makeshift aquarium, okay.
In a sidewalk tree pit that was flooded by a leaky fire hydrant.
Sidewalk tree pit.
So basically,
describe that to me.
It's just this.
Oh, okay, got it.
It's concrete, raised concrete,
and where
with
trees
a fire
are planted
hydrant
along the street. Okay.
On the street in Brooklyn.
Got it.
In
Bedford
Translucent.
Stuyvesant.
Bed-Stuy.
In Bed-Stuy. We all know Bed-Stuy.
In Bed-Stuy. So these 2 longtime residents of Brooklyn, they're like, we start joking, hey, this is cool. This fire hydrant, It's always leaking.
All right.
There's always a pool
of
of
water
water in here. Wouldn't it be funny if we decided to put some goldfish in here?
Okay.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Or devastating to the goldfish.
Or devastating to the goldfish. So maybe you know where this is going to go. So
well, I don't. I just figure you fucking put some goldfish in a little. Yeah, I mean that doesn't seem good. Doesn't seem good.
They said, look, the water's there anyway. It's always running.
Right.
Why not make it more interesting?
Yeah. If the water's flowing or it's always there and it's always full.
Always full?
It still can't be a lot of room for the goldfish, but at least
goldfish aren't that big.
They'll be in water. At least
yes,
you know that.
At least they'll be in water.
At least.
Right?
Hopefully.
Sure. So they fortified the edges of the tree bed with rocks and brick.
Okay.
They bought 100 common goldfish.
Well, already that's too much.
From a pet store for $16.
That's too much.
That's a pretty good deal. 600 goldfish for $16.
No, the amount's not too much. The goldfish is too much.
Oh, I thought you talking about the price.
No, how many? Because how many goldfish can fit in a little, square concrete thing where trees are planted?
Millions. I'm sure of it.
But that's sperm.
I don't know. Have you seen the size of my sperm?
Oh, small?
No, they're
big.
the size of goldfish.
Oh, got it. That'd be crazy.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would hurt.
It does.
Every time you have sex, it's good.
I know. But no. So the 100 common goldfish for $16 at a pet store, they dumped them in.
These guys are idiots.
The appearance of peanut-sized fish swimming around the shallow basin quickly became a neighborhood curiosity, drawing visitors who then dubbed it's the Hancock Street Bed-Stuy Aquarium.
All right. Aquarium's doing heavy lifting on that sentence, but
Well, yeah, I guess what defines an aquarium?
Yeah. Just a
puddle?
a man-made thing of water, I guess. So
A leaky fire hydrant.
It's too many goldfish. It should be like 2.
2.
Yeah, and be like, yeah, look at these guys. I mean, it's probably more viewable when there's like hundreds.
Yeah, it's more interesting.
It's more interesting to see.
Is what they said they wanted to make it more interesting.
Yeah. I love humans' takes on animals. Like, we don't give a shit. Like, we just do not give a shit. They're like, yep, I'm better than you. I can do what I want to you. And we don't care. And
okay, but here, they bought the goldfish from a local pet store. Do you really think they were living much better at the pet store?
I bet they had more room.
Not much.
Depth-wise, Because how much you got? A couple inches?
Hey, that's all you need sometimes.
You got a foot or you got a foot or two at least. With an aquarium with a box of water.
A box? You use a box of water?
A box of water. That's an aquarium.
Really? Like a cardboard box?
No, a clear box.
A clear box. Okay. Glass. Hopefully, right?
Usually.
Okay. Because you had pet fish, right?
I did before.
Yeah, the worst.
Yes, I hate it. But
so much work.
But a couple. Yeah, it's too much work. But
so much work for a thing that doesn't do anything.
No, and fish are cool, right? They are cool in the sense of like when I went to Hawaii and snorkeled, it was hella cool to see these fish. It was very cool. Chilling in your house, a little fucking goldfish. Who cares?
Well, they're cute.
Yeah, they're cool.
Goldfish seem kind of like a nice Disney thing. It's a Disney fish.
The clownfish. That's Nemo.
Sure. But isn't there goldfish? There's a movie with goldfish.
Well, there's a movie with a goldfish, Figaro, in Pinocchio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. What I'm talking about. He was working at the restaurant.
Yeah.
The goldfish.
With Dumbo.
Also, yes, Dumbo
wants
the goldfish.
Want some peanuts?
Peanuts and then a fish allergy. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
And a fish allergy.
Oh, and it says they were peanut-sized.
Nice.
That's what it said. But videos and news stories about the fish pit, they started circulating online.
Fish pit.
The fish pit.
Yeah, I like it. That's
a
bar.
Fish pit.
It's a bar.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
You want goldfish?
Yeah.
But the project has drawn concern.
Okay. Yeah.
From city officials.
Yeah, makes sense.
And backlash from animal rights advocates.
As this should.
Mm-hmm. In the early hours of one of the mornings, 2 neighborhood residents carried out a rescue mission.
Nice.
Using nets and plastic bags, they pulled about 30 fish from the 2-inch deep water.
Yeah, 2 inches.
Okay, that's not much.
No, 2 inches. That's
not 2 inches. That's more.
That's more?
Yeah, that's an inch.
That's 1. That's 2.
That's like 2 inches. That's like 2 inches.
So, you would know. Got
yes,
it.
I would.
Yeah, so a couple things. 2 inches. And it's only rescued 30 out of the 100. You don't have that much room to work with. Just rescue all of them. Like, it was like, I can't find the rest of the fish. You got 30. That's what we got to go with.
Well, I think it was like a movie where there's like
a time limit.
We only got 30 seconds to get somebody out.
Right.
They're gonna catch us.
Which they made. Yeah, they put the time limit on themselves then because they had all the time in the world. They can take as much time as they want. 2 inches. See, these guys are fucked up. That's fucked up.
So they say they were rescuing the fish from inhumane conditions, but the operation of saving the fish sparked debate.
Like, should they have done it?
Because they say it's about gentrification in the historically black neighborhood.
I mean,
which has seen an influx of young white residents moving in there.
Yeah, Brooklyn is very known to be gentrified.
So and this is what this one guy is saying, and he's a young, in his 20s, I think. He says, "Look, I'm very aware of the optics of a white yuppie coming here, telling this man who's lived in this neighborhood his whole life that he doesn't know what he's doing." He says he describes himself as I'm a self-described fish enthusiast who previously worked in aquaponics.
That's not a made-up word.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, because it's made up.
He says, I do sympathize with that. I just don't want to watch 40 fish suffocate in a puddle from their own waste.
Yeah, there's no filtration system. There's no flowing water. So, see, this is kind of what we talked about last time, too, where I am for not coming into a neighborhood or wherever that's not mine. I have no place of saying what should go on there. It's not... it feels like this is different.
You telling me how to raise my fish?
Right. It feels like this is different. Like, this is about the fish, not the neighborhood. And about who put the fish there. It's not about the neighborhood. It's about these fish. They're probably going to die if we don't bring them out. So it's like, I think...
Maybe you care more about the damn fish living in this neighborhood than you do about the people living in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And that ain't right.
Right. It's not
That's
right.
not right.
It's not right. But they're not going in with...
You're coming to save the fish. Save the neighborhood.
They're not going in with nets and bulls and taking out residents of apartment buildings. He's
going to drown. He ain't going to make it. We got to get him out of here.
So I think I should live where I want to live. Let me just preface it with that. But I also I don't like the idea of gentrification and I don't like all that stuff. I'm with it. I get it. These are fish, man. These are fish. It's like saying
what about the fish?
If someone tied up a dog and was beating it in this neighborhood and someone came to save it and they're like, you can't tell me, this is my neighborhood, you can't tell me how I should run this neighborhood. It's like, I don't know, I'm trying to help the dog.
Yeah,
sure. This person saving the fish probably is like, I don't give a shit who lives here or even who did this. It's not, I care about these fish that you're killing. You're killing fish, and let's leave it at that.
They haven't killed them yet.
They're about to.
Well, okay.
Let's leave it at that, though. It's about the fish.
So the fish worker was saying that she was working to rehome the rescued fish, keeping many of them in tanks inside her own apartment.
Right.
So now it sounds like she's just stealing the fish.
Well.
That doesn't sound good. Several people contacted her with concerns about the remaining fish that are still inside the fish pit.
Yeah.
And they're like, she says, I'm still concerned for the fish's well-being, but I'm more concerned about the divisiveness that this is making in the community.
Yeah, I don't understand where it's coming from, honestly. I honestly don't. It's very weird.
So this is those involved in the sidewalk experiment. So the people that created the aquarium, quote unquote, fish pit.
Yeah. They dump some fish in a hole.
Say that they disagree. They say we have enriched the neighborhood. We provided a better life for the goldfish.
Did they?
It's a small breed that's usually sold as food for larger marine species anyway.
All right. No, I mean, so, that's an argument.
We feed the fish 3 times a day.
That's a debate we can have.
And we take shifts watching over them.
Okay.
Ensuring the fire hydrant remains at a slow trickle. It might be 95 with the humidity, but we're not going to let the kids play with the fire hydrant.
Yeah.
To cool down, because we got the goldfish here.
Well, it's so funny because you think okay, it's 2 inches.
No dogs coming to pee on this fire hydrant.
It's 2 inches deep, right?
Yeah.
So when it is that hot, it doesn't take that much to get that water too hot for fish to live too. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So if it's trickling water and it's kind of always there, it's a good argument. We watch it, they're about to be food anyway. Mm-hmm. Then you can argue, okay, well, a quick, easy death, just eat it being eaten, or maybe a slow death if they die in that water. So maybe...
But maybe before they have that slow death, they get to enjoy...
Maybe they do.
Bed-Stuy.
And that's maybe where the lady who took these from, it's like, hey, talk to the people. Maybe
talk first.
Let's have a conversation.
Don't just go in and steal it, kidnap them.
Yeah, it's not really kidnapping.
It was kidnapping.
People dumped in a hole. But maybe
I'm
have
sorry, wait, you say that because why? They're just what?
They're just fish.
Yeah, who cares? They're just fish.
Matt.
Maybe it's like we're making a big deal about fish.
Animals
Do we
have
care
feelings.
about the education in the community?
For sure.
Do we care about...
Well, okay.
Last week we talked about, hey, let's open up this needle sharing
but that's not fair.
Right next to a school.
That's not fair because this
What the
lady
fish?
doesn't know about education, has nothing to bring to that conversation, but she knows about fish.
She knows about fish.
So she's just doing what she knows. And let's be fair to this lady.
And now, does she eat fish?
Well, let's see. I don't know.
I
bet she does. But okay, maybe to play devil's advocate, have a conversation. Be like, hey, man, do you guys know what this does to the fish? And they can maybe plead their case. And then she can go, well, like, I'm a fishologist, whatever she called it.
I'm in aquaponics.
Yeah, and I understand.
Remember that band?
Here's what's going to he needs to happen. And then they can go, okay, thanks for the heads up, lady. We'll do that.
Aquaponic. Their big hit was they did the Barbie song as an acapella.
Oh, that's yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
It is. What is that real name?
Well, Aqua was the band, and then
I know, but what's the acapella group?
Some phonics, right?
Pentatonics.
There you go. That's what it is. It's a combination of those two.
Okay. We have a long way to get there.
I'm a Barbie girl. Boom. In the okay.
We're done with that.
I'm sorry, but so in the community they're saying like I feel like we're helping the goldfish, and then these people just come here and they want to change things, and it's our neighborhood, it's not theirs, right?
That's too much too, though. The lady maybe should have done more, but that's
I think okay. In recent days, supporters have come by to donate decorations such as pearls and seashells, as well as food.
Okay.
For the fish.
Okay, that's awesome.
Big steak.
Big steak. You know, fish.
Peanuts.
Yeah.
It brings conversation in the community.
Okay.
People stop on the way to work, and they get to see something serene and peaceful. They meet their neighbors.
And I get that.
Now we all have these fish in common. It's bringing us together. They said the group planned to keep the fish in place for about 2 more weeks.
Okay.
Then they were going to donate them to neighborhood children.
Okay. So this is an art installation.
Oh, okay, sure. Maybe it's a temporary...
Yeah.
It's a conversation piece.
Yeah, it's an art installation. And I'm for it if for sure they know the fish aren't going to die just in that pool. Like, suffer, like water gets too hot or there's not enough food or they can't swim or whatever. Then but if they know, if they're taking care of it, I'm okay with it.
Well, what if this whole thing was just a big art thing? Just to get the conversation going.
About gentrification.
Yeah, sure. And about whose neighborhood is it? And yeah.
And why is it this neighborhood and not yours?
Because look, they're saying like this guy's an architect who says he's saying it's really beautiful guerrilla intervention.
Okay.
It's creating a city that's alive. And they're saying there's kids coming to look at this in the neighborhood,
And I like that. It's a good. They're changing my mind a little bit. Okay, I like this.
But then someone says, these fish are going to become rat food.
Right.
However, remember they have people watching, taking shifts, but they got one of the guys says, nah. That fish, that one goldfish, that's Eric Adams right there. He says, yeah, no one messes with Eric Adams.
They know better.
He's the mayor, and they named this fish.
They know better.
So, and they actually reached out to Mayor Adams for comment. He did not.
Stay out of it.
He decided, he didn't weigh in on it.
That's probably good.
But a spokesperson for the city's Department of Environmental Protection said that there's safety concerns about leaky hydrants.
Yeah.
They sent crews to fix the hydrant multiple times, but it had been turned back on by residents.
Well, they're like, no, this is my city. So now the firemen are trying to gentrify the part of the city too.
The city says, we love goldfish also, but we know that there's a better home for them than on a sidewalk.
And so look, there's good. This is a good debate because I can see both sides because they make good arguments like, hey, look, it's beautifying the city, like we're our town, little part of the city, and bring people together, which I'll agree with. So when you take it to, I agree with it's probably not the best place for fish. I agree with that too. But when you take it to like you're coming in, this is not your city. That like this lady was just trying to be nice to fish. So like
she was trying to be nice to fish, but she should have talked to the people in the neighborhood.
I agree, and this is what like with any argument, she shouldn't have taken it that far. She shouldn't
Yeah.
maybe talk to. But then now they shouldn't take it to a place where she didn't mean anything by that either, though, right? She's just trying to save the fish, and they're taking it to, you can't tell me what to do with my town. You don't live here. Like, that's not even what it's about. So she should have been more, like, thoughtful and cautious, and they need to not.
I don't know. I'm not
it,
on the lady's side here for saving the fish. To me, it's like, butt out of it. If you have concerns, talk to someone higher up and make a complaint.
I'm with you.
Don't you go ahead and just do it. Because you're not Robin Hood. You
No,
know, at
right,
the end of the
right.
day, it's just goldfish.
And I'm with you on
You know
that.
what I mean?
So
Dumb, goldfish, tiny. I mean, come on.
I'm with you.
And why do we care that much about goldfish?
I'm with you.
I mean, hey, and I'm saying this, I love animals, but
There's
he is goldfish, guys. Come on. I mean, like,
So
it's doing something for the neighborhood. It seems to be their thing, whatever. They're not mistreating them.
Per se,
Quote unquote, right? Maybe it's not because of space.
But here's the thing. So I'm with you that I'm not really on her side about taking them, because maybe she should have talked or figured out what exactly was going on without assuming what's going on. I guess my argument is once she did take them, what those residents are taking it to mean,
Sure.
and that's too far.
But let's say that it was like you see a parent yelling really hard at a kid, make the kid cry. It's like, I'm gonna take this kid away from this parent.
Yeah, but it's not like that.
Well,
because the stakes are very different, so it's not
the steaks
like
that
that.
they serve the goldfish.
Right? They're not. It's
No,
very
I took it to a higher thing.
So then I would be like, yeah, because that. By the way, that's a debate too, because you want to step in and help kids, but then sometimes you don't know what's going on at home, and then those parents are good. They're just happen to be yelling. So, but then in that instance, do you say something? Because what if you don't say something and it is more than you think it is?
Sure, but you can still say something to someone. You don't be the one to take the kid away yourself.
No, right, absolutely.
So what I'm saying, if she
but these
didn't
are
like
kids.
the goldfish,
You
being
even said
treated-
yourself, these are just goldfish. They're not kids.
So put the complaint up.
I agree.
Don't you be the
No,
Robin Hood.
me and you agree on this part of it. I'm saying
All right.
what happened after she took the goldfish.
Takeaways.
And my takeaway is everyone relax for one. Fucking relax.
Yeah.
And you do your part, because Disney needs to relax, take accountability. This woman needs to take accountability, maybe, and then also the town of Bed-Stuy needs to relax.
Yeah.
And this woman was just trying to save fish. She's not trying to gentrify your part of the city. She's just trying to save some goldfish. It doesn't mean what you think it means, except when it comes to Disney.
Well, I forgot to say she did take out the black goldfish and put in the white ones.
Oh, okay.
So she put some albino goldfish in.
Got it. It makes sense now.
Yeah.
Then I would be mad.
Okay.
Be pissed.
Yeah.
Just relax. That's my takeaway.
Okay.
Let's take a breath, assess.
And with mustaches.
Assess what's going on.
There were goldfish with mustaches
interesting,
and wearing flannel.
Beanie.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
An itty bitty.
Itty bitty.
An itty bitty
Yeah.
beanie.
Always riding unicycles in the water.
Yeah. Wasn't that the Olympics? Wasn't that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
New event.
New event.
Everyone relax.
Very good.
That's
No,
my
I like
takeaway.
that. Take accountability, relax. I think my takeaway, I don't know. I think just to play it safe. You know,
Okay.
I think Disney, you need to be way more careful, and you owe families.
Oh, yeah.
For any wrongdoing, anybody should owe families anything. So I think what they need to do, they need to all the restaurants, they're only going to carry goldfish.
Got it. That's what we're eating from now on.
Just goldfish.
No nut allergies.
Yep. Fish. You got a fish allergy. God. Well, that's all we got.
At least they would know. It'd be like, oh, sorry, that's all we got, and then they can choose. Not
That's
to eat
true.
that.
That's true.
But man, with that nut allergy situation, even if you don't cook anything directly on, what if there's stuff?
No, it's scary.
No, it is scary,
It's
and
scary.
that's why I blame the person that died. They should have known better.
Way to not say I'm not going to blame the victim and then blame the victim.
No, they should have just walked away. And said, like,
No, it's hard because look, my
is.
mother is celiac. She has celiac disease, right? So wheat.
No, wheat.
Right,
Got
so
it.
gluten.
Yeah.
I should say, right?
Sure.
So, but they're saying even if it's mixed and pieces of go in the air in that room, that
it's a
can still
problem.
affect someone
Problem, yeah.
that has a severe celiac.
Yeah.
So it's I would imagine peanuts on a plane, right? If you open up a bag of peanuts,
Yep.
it's just really scary.
It is super scary, and it makes it very hard for the people with that severe of a nut allergy. But that's when you go, are you sure? Yes. They should have been more forthright, and the restaurant should have been that. Whoever the waiter was, because the waiters, they said assured them, should have came and said, we're not going to cook anything. We're going to clean what we need to clean. We're not going to cook anything that's touched the nut, but there are nuts in here, and you can make your decision from there. You know what I mean? It's like, but that's also why people don't do that shit. It's between 3 and 1, up and down.
Okay.
But that's why people in that situation, it's hard to even people get mad at people with allergies and stuff because, and they shouldn't, but because they don't even want to deal with that because what if I say something wrong and you eat and now you're dead? Now, it's like a whole mess, dude. It's a whole mess. I think we should just make a law that people with nut allergies shouldn't eat at restaurants.
Make it easier.
They shouldn't be allowed to.
Make it easier.
Yeah.
No, I mean, look, it's been a while, my wife and I, to intimacy is important.
We're talking about sex now?
In a marriage.
Food? Okay, go ahead.
I'm just saying.
I'm interested in where this is going.
I'm just saying
what does that have to do with the nut allergy?
Marriage is hard.
Right.
So there's a lot of times where we're like, hey, honey, tonight, are you in the mood? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm busy.
Yeah.
I'm so tired. I don't feel good. This isn't my thing. She's always like, oh, my back.
Okay, I'm with you so far.
Oh, my back, I have a sunburn.
Okay.
Then she might say, oh, I had some lettuce. I had too much lettuce at dinner. My stomach's upset.
We're coming back to food.
She's looking at to me, it just sounds like excuses.
Got it.
Right? And because I remember, but it's...
Are you bringing this back to nut allergies a long way?
Fair.
Okay, got it.
To be fair.
I'm trying to follow you.
To be fair. What I want to do is I'm trying to do Norm Macdonald is what I'm trying to do, but so maybe I'll just do it as Norm, Yeah, So no. I'm taking all this out of the podcast because I'm just doing this for the live. So this is not going to be in the podcast.
That's fine.
But so I'm just but I remember last time the way we did it, like it was nice, She's like, oh, I'm in the mood, and the lights were low, and she put in one of those red light bulbs, the bulbs that make the room, red, so you feel like you're gonna lose your virginity, you're gonna like somewhere in the red light district, you probably get an STD along the way, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm not saying my wife's dirty, a whore. I'm not saying that. That's you saying that. That's not me.
I'm still waiting. Go.
And we did it, right? And my wife, we made love, passionate love.
Okay.
Lasted 7 minutes if it wasn't 5, and she died.
Okay.
And she had a nut allergy.
There it is. Oh man!
It just, I don't know. It came to me, and I was like, I want to. That seems like that'll be a Norm type joke, because it's a nut allergy. You build this whole giant thing. How would you have done that? If that's the finish.
Yeah. So halfway through, I was like, okay, nut. I have a nut allergy.
And it would have been funnier if we weren't talking about the nut allergy because you wouldn't know I'm going there.
So I wouldn't have. Is
it the moth? The light was on. You know what I mean? The whole thing is just.
So what I would have done is not. She died. The whole thing I would have been like, it would have ended. Honey, I can't. I have a nut allergy. Yeah. And then didn't have sex. Like what?
So I still haven't had sex because she has not. Okay.
Yeah. I can't. I have a nut allergy. Fuck.
Yeah, but I wanted to
got me.
Suck you in, have it last for a long time.
Did
take us tangents?
Did it suck you in?
I don't think so. That was my attempt at a Norm joke, but I think you're right. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys for checking us out. Two Guys, Two Things.
I did write for SNL for 3 years. So.
Remember, AI said that.
They did say that. That's
AI
right.
did say
you
were a writer on SNL.
That was, I forgot.
Well, I was doing stand-up in New York City.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's how we met. You were at Caroline's. I made a little trip down.
Yeah, it's awesome. And then we say we should team up.
Yeah.
Do a podcast.
Man, you're funny. Oh, man, you were at SNL?
Get a podcast that gets 12 downloads a week.
Yeah, forget your SNL career. Forget your stand-up comedy. The Comedy Store down there.
There's no future in those things. Yeah. So anyway, but you can find us, Two Guys, Things. You can find us.
Oh, yeah.
We are, in New York City.
Yep.
But when we're not in New York City.
You'll find him at Caroline's.
Where else can you find us?
We're on TikTok, at Two Guys, Two Things Pod. The twos are the numbers 2s. And we're here where you're watching us now on YouTube at Two Guys, Two Things. We got full episodes. We got little sketches. We got little clips of our podcast. So if you like this, go back and find other episodes. And Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you can just listen.
And we'll try to make sure we come back next week with an even sadder story.
Nah, mine was fine.
All right. Thanks, guys, for listening, and we'll check you out again.